What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome to my Billericay save. So we're at the end of season 5 I think it is. I think this is 5. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we're at the end of the season now, our first season in League 2, so quite a historical, memorable moment in our career, hopefully anyway. It's the moment where we finally turned professional, we finally broke into the top 4 tiers of English football, and let's read this English season review. So the season accumulated with Northampton Town winning the Empower League 2, and along with them, Oxford United, Torquay United and Crawley Town looking forward to playing at a higher level next year. Meanwhile, the other end of the table, Luton Town and Preston North End faced the agony of relegation. So basically what that means is we didn't do well enough to get promotion, we didn't get in the playoffs, I'll tell you that now, and we weren't in the relegation zone. So where did we finish? I'll show you that in a second, but let's go into the season summary right now. So I'll show you all the player stats in a second, but for right now, of course, you know it went up and down. Top goal scorers were Liam Hearn. Most assists was Billy Bingham. Highest average rating was Craig Baloga. One of the Torquays, must be one of the reasons Torquay went up. Surprised Grimsby didn't go up when you've got stats like that, but I mean, stuff can happen. We have a poor defence. Overachievers were Crawley, underachievers were Preston, of course, going down. And we actually got signing of the season with Adam Noble, so I'll show you him in a second because he's been absolutely incredible for us. I mean, mind-blowing how good he's been. What I've been looking for since the game started, really, in terms of a striker, but we'll get into that in a second. Next season, we can look forward to playing against Borough, Kidderminster, and also we can look forward to playing against Carlisle, Doncaster, Gillingham, and Shrewsbury. So a couple of big names in there. Doncaster is the biggest one for me, personally. So let's go into this league table now and show you where we finished. So we finished 10th. I mean, way better than what I expected at the start of the season. I even said probably, I think I said last episode, that I'd be more than chuffed, finishing maybe 12th. To me, the aim for this season was to finish between 16th and 10th, really. Even 12th, anywhere in between that, I would have been happy with. Beyond it, like we actually finished, mind-blowing, honestly. Too good. Especially at the start of the season when I looked at the signings we made, didn't think we'd do too well. I thought we would struggle. That's why really, all I could hope for, I thought, was just a mid-table, below mid-table finish, and we actually finished just outside the playoffs, really. 7 points, I think it is, 7, yep, 7 points off of Crawley, who just scraped the playoffs. So, really, I don't think we're too far off getting promoted from this division. I think there's a real possibility next season. Now, financially, we shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully, our reputation will improve more. We get more crowding, bring more money in, bring more of an income in. And that can help us develop even more. But to finish the season like we did with the signings we made, apparently they weren't even good enough for this division. To finish with 18 wins, 12 draws, 16 losses, 58 goals for, 47 goals against, with 11 goal difference. We played really well. And if I were to be picky, I say our biggest problem is our goals scored. Because as you see here, I just wiggled around with it. Defensively, with the second best defence in the league, and that's a great achievement to have. Attackingly, we have one of the worst. So, I mean, if we exclude Adam Noble, so I'll break it here, Adam Noble was probably our standout striker this year. If we exclude him and one or two other players, which you will see in a second, we really do struggle to find goals, and that's a real trouble for me. That's a real doubt in the back of my mind. I'm not sure whether I have to sign another striker. I'm not sure whether I need to change the formation slightly. But if we can improve our attack, we will definitely find this division quite easy to get out of. And even if we just scored 60, 70 goals last season, we probably would have been in the playoffs because the fact is our defence is that good. So, yeah, it's been a real good journey. Let's go get our past position and actually go over our journey. So, as you see, first half of the season, which is after 23 games, we weren't doing too great. We were just coming up when we met you around here. And then we had a big dip, which meant I sort of had to rally the lads, going, come on lads, we can win this, we can get back on this. And we had a really good run. You'll see that in the fixtures, really good run. Slightly dip in form, but then we just stayed pretty constant. A couple of wins, losing occasionally, drawing the occasional game, but majority of the time winning. We just kept our position, kept steady. I always thought there was a possibility we could get playoffs, but I mean, at the back of my mind, I was thinking maybe it's a bit too soon. If we'd have got promoted, we'd have been battered in the league on. We'd have come back down, may have lost the basis of the team. I mean, could have ended up to more trouble than good. So maybe it is the fact that we stay in here in another division. We can still build. I mean, I've still got that possibility of getting promotion every 2 years. That's a nice little bit of thing to have. A little bit of a I don't know what you call that, record to have. But let's go into the transfers and look at second half of the season what we brought in and out. So we only brought 2 people in. We spent £5,000 on Wesley Atkinson. I think this is a bargain for £5,000. As you can see, his value is 35,000 as it is, and you can see some standout stats there. Personally, I'm going to play him as a centre mid, a ball-winning midfielder, defend, and he's got the stats needed really for that. And according to his report, I mean, that's a fantastic report to have. 4.5 star current ability, 5-star potential. That's the player we've been missing in the centre of midfield, and that can help us attackingly as well. Okay, he's a ball-winning midfielder, but still, if we have that little bit more class in midfield, maybe we can create a few more chances, make it slightly easier on our attackers, because they won't then have the pressure of having to score every chance. But a great signing there, 5k, really is a bargain when you look at the other two. Oh, sorry about that, a bit of a cough. And we signed Sheikh Candy. Actually sent him out on loan because his report said one thing. When I ended up getting him, absolute rubbish, pile of garbage. So I loaned him out to Wellington, but he's only on £95 a week. So in the end of the day, that wasn't too much. I'm still under my wage bill, I believe, so I didn't really care. And on the outs, if we ignore the bottom 3 for right now, because those are next season really, but we let go of Gary Kedwell, offered him to clubs. He went on. I released him. I mean, not offered him to clubs. These guys were all in the reserves, not on the contract. Fabio Moreau still not found a club, so off he went. And Daniel Udo, off he went as well. They were all just not good enough. Then, of course, you know I loaned him out. We loaned out Joseph Lockett. He actually played for us a bit, does he? No, he hasn't, but I thought he had. But yeah, send him out on loan. I mean, there's no point sometimes of him sitting there in the reserves. Might as well get him out on loan, put that clause in where I can recall him, so if I ever do get injury problems, I can just bring him back. And then this is the big one, the big shocking thing, £250,000, £250,000, Carl Kinnard. He's a great player, I will not deny that. He's got some really good stats for a target man role, but I always felt he lacked the ability that his stats had. He never performed on the pitch, he never put in the performance. I never felt he was a good enough player, and out of the blue, St. Patrick's come in and said £250,000. We'll take Carl Kinnard, and I thought, you know what, that's a signing. I don't feel I get any more than him. It was worth his value, but I didn't feel like he was going to go anywhere. I weren't really playing him. Adam Noble broke in the first team and just never looked back. And so off he went. And I mean, if we look at his history here, 6 goals in, how many games is that? 20, 30, 40, 42 games. 42 games, 6 goals. As a striker, playing up front by yourself, that is absolutely appalling. And to get the money I did off him, I think that's a real good bit of market there. I mean, we made up a bit of our money that we lost at the start of the season. That's a good thing, I guess. And then these 3 are all at the end of the season. So Alberto Cito, off he went. Didn't really feel like I needed him anymore. Luke Hubbins, no longer needed him anymore. So all their contracts were going to die out anyway, and people just come in and snap them up and have already gone to their new clubs. Still have one more of that to go through, which is Chris Dylon. He will go to St. Pat's as well, following Carl Kinnard out, free transfer at the end of the season. So as you see, I'm already thinking about next season in terms of who's going to go out. Let's go and look at the fixtures and have a look at our, well, I'd say fairy tale season. Absolutely fantastic season. And what a way to start off this review with 5 consecutive wins. So first one was 4-1 against Stockport. Aina Blanchard, Adam Noble with 2, and Dean, who we spent quite a lot of money on. I think he made up for it. You'll see his name a few more times at the end of this review. But great performances from him. I think I did this last time at Barnet, didn't I? I'm not too sure. I feel like I may have done it Portsmouth. I'm not sure. I think I did it here anyway. If not, you can see the results there. But yeah, 4-1. Then we won 1-0 against Barnet. Jones Diallo getting the only goal of the game. Beat MK Dons then, following that up 2-0. Dean and Tim Jacobson getting the 2 goals there. We beat Burton quite closely, 2-1. Adam Noble and Dean O'Houlihan. I call him that. O'Houlihan. I don't know why. Like the Norwich player, I think I call him Houlihan. Just natural thing. That's why I don't really say his last name, because I pronounce it wrong in my head every time. And we won 3-0 against Crawley. I'm going to show you these highlights because this is a great game. Crawley getting promoted. The fact that we can beat a team that got promoted is a great achievement, and the way we did it here, so emphatically. I mean, you'll see the match stats in the corner. Actually, no, you won't, but let's get the match stats up in the corner, which is what I normally look at during the matches. And you see 6 clear-cut chances, so really it could have been a lot more. The fact that we didn't take all our chances and we still won quite comfortably shows that we could relax in this game. It was pretty confident, pretty easy match. Everything comes down the left, I believe, from these goals. And Dean and Noble just link up so well. They're playing so well at the second half of the season, so hopefully they can continue on to next year and we can, like I say, maybe push for that playoff. So you see a good pass. Left back makes a horrible mistake, just doesn't seem to clear the ball, and he can come in and just slot it home. There you go, they look all with grim faces. That's the 21st minute, 2-0 up. It was a comfortable game from then on. And then Will Brister, big free kick in. You'd expect Adam Noble to score there when you just throw his head at it, but no, he doesn't want to for some reason. So again, the left back, he seems to have had a torrid game, just being absolutely destroyed, everything coming down that right. Not for any fault of his own here though. Good ball, good tackle from Takavson, absolutely fantastic ball, and Adam Noble, natural born finisher that he is, smashes that in the top corner of the goal. So a great 3-0 win there against Crawley. Sadly though, we couldn't follow that up, losing 4-1 to Rotherham. We got smacked around the park despite taking the lead with Adam Noble. Disappointing game there. Then lost 1-0 again to Northampton, so 2 losses in a row. Compared to the start of the season, the second half is so much better. Then got another 5 games without losing. Okay, not as many wins this time, only 2, but still. And again, we beat promotion candidates, Oxford. Let's have a look at these highlights as well, why not? Let's have a look at these goals. So Adam Noble and Dean, again, 2 goal scorers. They played so well, I think, probably second half of the season, they were our players for the second half of the season. Beyond good. Making up for his money I spent on him. I didn't point out Dean Houlihan, I'm going to call him that, even though that's probably not his name. Despite all the money I spent, 110k, he's made up for it. More than Craig Stone has anyway, because 325k I spent on Craig Stone. But I still regret that signing so much. He did a bit of ting-tac football, balls bobbles through. Adam Noble, a great poacher that he is, smashes it in. He's just in the right position at the right time. That's just before half-time, so it's a great time to score goals, of course. Demoralises the team just before the half, and that means I can go in there, give them a good team talk, give them an encouraging team talk, send them out in the second half, and then it took just before the 70th minute mark for them to make another mistake. Coke finds Diallo down the left, of course, running down the wings. You know, crossing are overpowered. Just cross across the face of the goal. It's crossed twice, 3 times there in that sentence. I think I just used that. And Houlihan is there to get the goal. Oop, I've just, for some reason, pressed that far too back. And then, where did we go from there? We drew 1-1 with Wrexham. Adam Noble getting us the goal, earning us the point. We won 2-0. Again, Dean Houlihan with 2 goals in a 2-0 win. Pretty comfortable despite the lack of not dominating possession. Still 2 goals in the second half, earning us the 3 points there. Then we have 2 draws on the road to Exeter, Port Vale. Here we don't actually have Adam Noble, and I can even here actually for all these games I don't think we have Adam Noble. We struggle without him, and I don't know whether that means I should get another striker because we lack without him. Although I feel Will Brister's good enough on the strike force if I play him now. I think I need to play him a bit more because he is a good player. He's still got potential inside him. So we drew 2 games in a row there. Exeter 0-0, Port Vale 1-1. Then lose 2-1 to Fleetwood despite Aaron Spear getting the 2 goals in 2 games there. Still isn't enough to get 3 points against Fleetwood. Then beat Torquay again, another promotion team. We seem to like beating the bigger teams. I think that's a good attribute trait to have to players to step up in the big games. This is a big game, it's a giant game. At home again, a lot of these wins have been at home, but you need to make your home ground a fortress. I mean, it's pretty simple really. If we're not going to pick up the 3 points at home, I'll make these highlights a bit quicker, I notice they're kind of slow. But if we can't pick up these 3 points at home, we're going to be doomed. We're going to end up getting relegated. There's Diallo again, pretty much the opposite of what you saw in the last highlight. Spare, penalty, I mean, you're going to slot them home every day of the week, you know, penalties. If you don't, there's something wrong there. I mean, you've got to take your penalty, you've got to sort out your penalty taker there. And last one, again coming down the wing. Spear going to swing this one in. Curtis is there for the rebound and near post. So oh, I did that again. God damn it! I need to press back instead of leave match. So 3 good wins against 3 promotion candidate teams, and finish off the season. We ended up going 2 games without a win, drawing 0-0 against Tamworth, and losing 2-0 to Portsmouth before wrapping up the season 2-0. Our first full season. We'll have a look at these goals as well. Our first full season in the Premier League. 2-0 against Mansfield, and Adam Noble actually missed a penalty to get a hat-trick, but I don't really care. I did say who misses a penalty, but he's not a natural-born penalty taker. The fact that he was on a hat-trick is the reason why he took it, and I hate it when they do that. I mean, I'd rather just the natural penalty taker step up and be like, no, this is my responsibility. We want to embarrass this team as much as we can. Curtis there, I thought he lost the ball, but end up we push forward. Houlihan crosses it in. Jacobson, bit of ting-tac football, lovely little backheel by Diallo, and Adam Noble, like I say, he's an absolute beast in the box. You don't want him in the box with the ball with a yard of space because he will punish teams and he will bang in the goal. Adam Noble here actually running at the halfway line, so it's obviously he's going to pass the ball, get into the space, watch his run here, just runs straight across the pitch. Pretty easy to mark really, you'd think, but for some reason, defence don't notice him. Again, the cross overpowered. Easy goal. Easy goal. Again, I pressed leave match. God damn it, that's like 4 times in a row now. So, really good second half of the season. If we compare second half from here, if we compare after January to before January, we see we get a lot more wins, a lot less draws. I mean, we don't have a run like that. So, a positive, real positive second half of the season. Let's look at our tactic. I feel it's important. What I've done is I've actually laid out the team that have played the most and played the best for me over the course of the season without the subs. And this is the team that probably would have played in these formations, actually. So, Stone on the right back, Ranieri in goal, Mella, Foster is 2 limited defenders, Stracker as left back. We play 3 across the midfield, which I find kind of rare, but it's worked out for us so far. Defensively, it's really strong. Attackingly, it should be strong, but we're just struggling to find the goals. We have Hugh Johnson and Curtis Thompson sort of interchanging, swapping roles, just because I feel like we need another midfielder, and that's what Atkinson is going to come in, and he's going to hopefully play quite well for us. But he didn't play a lot of games due to his limitations, so I did whoever played the most and played the well. So that's why Hugh's there. Jacobson played well. Probably didn't play ball-winning midfielder. That's probably like swapped around. Curtis played the advanced playmaker attack. 2 inside forwards of Diallo and Houlihan, of course, and up front the poacher Adam Noble. So good little tactic to use. I'd recommend using it. It was on counter near the end, and that sort of helped defensively. That's why probably we had quite a tight defence. The fact that we did play counter football, but I mean, with the quality of players, you sort of have to limit yourself, and that's why we did that. And here's our match stats. I sort of made a new little layout here, so you can see the age of our squad. That's probably our best squad, and you see it's quite a young squad. I mean, a few old players. I feel like we need a new left back though. I mean, didn't play too well this year, and we need a new right back, and maybe a right attacking mid. I'm not too sure, but definitely centre mid needs improvement, and realistically, Atkinson would come in there, play. So really, it's just the full-back positions I'd like to improve upon, and maybe a few backup positions, and that's it. We should really be good enough to go for promotion. But anyway, let's move on to this. So, our highest value player is Adam Noble. Of course, he's on form. Mick Mellor as well. Well, Bristol's up there, highest valued. So, still our 2 homegrown boys, as we've had pretty much since the start. I want to point that out. They've Mick Mellor has been absolutely fantastic for us this year. You'll see that in a second when I go over these average ratings and stuff. Most appearance, Marco Ranieri, Mick Mellor, pretty much everyone who's in that starting 11 there was our most appeared players, and that's why they played really well and they played consistently well. Wait, where is... I probably should have put... Instead of... who did I put in? Hugh Johnson? Instead of Hugh Johnson, I put Coke in, my bad. But anyway, assists. Our assists come from the left. Diallo, even going through them goal highlights, you could tell that. Joe Curtis as well, popping in with the assists, and of course the other wing. So a lot of assists coming from there, and I mean, you can see there. Goals. Adam Noble, 22 goals this season. When I signed him, I didn't think he'd be that good. But my God, is he a mind-blowingly good player. Let's have a look at his stats one more time and have a look at his attributes. Have gone up. Not really much movement, but he's only 19. If he's scoring 22 goals in 22 games, what a player. I'm not surprised to see he released him. I mean, he won't be a top player, I don't think. I do think probably Championship League 1 will be his limitation, but he is a great player. And while we've got him, while we can utilise him, I will destroy, hopefully, this league next year. With a full season, who knows what he can do. Average ratings as well, of course, Adam Noble is going to play well. George King played well for a backup centre-back. And all 3 of our centre-backs played really well. And that probably contributed as well to why we did so well defensively. The fact that we've got 3 centre-backs all playing really well. Good little feature to have. And our clean sheets all come from Marco Ranieri, because he never didn't play a game for us this year. He played every single game for us. So, as ever, Marco Ranieri, ever present. So, it's been a really good end to the season. What could I go over now? Let's go over awards. Did I get any awards? Player of the Month. Adam Noble got Player of the Month for January. George King got 3rd there. Any other places do we get it? Let's have a little look. I don't think so. Nope. So, Manager of the Month. Did we get Manager of the Month? Got Manager of the Month in January and in November. So, good little achievements there for us. Show that our good run of form. Manager of the Year. We didn't get that, sadly. Of course, Northampton manager is going to get it. Player of the Year was Will King from Crawley. Former, I think it's Man U, isn't he? Former Man U, surely? Yeah, former Man U player. He was banging in goals, 30 goals, 41 games. Hopefully we can have that in Adam Noble next year. Top goal scorers, we didn't come anywhere in that. Sadly, like I said, Adam Noble wasn't here for the whole season, so I think next year he'll definitely be up there. Young Player of the Month, did we get any there? No, we didn't get any first anyway. And Goal of the Season? Nope, did we get any Goal of the Months? I mean, we could look at. Again, nope. So, really, we're not too stand out. Player stats, so we've got some player stats with the main ones, really. Goals, we went up there, but let's have a look at goals, actually. Goals, I don't know what came 6th in the league, so not too bad for him. What else should we look at? Let's have just look here. Assists, no one up there, really. Average rating players, let's have a look at that as an overall whole. Where's our highest player? Mick Mellor there, 21st. So he's managed his ability to adapt to new divisions is, I'm still amazed by it. I'm not even sure how he keeps on going, because according to reports, he's going to reach his limitation pretty soon if we get promoted at this level. So it'd be interesting to see what he does there when he gets to the next level of football. But if he can continue to get 7 average match ratings, he's only going to go from strength to strength to strength. And it might be a bit hard for me to fight off the interest from bigger clubs if he can continue to perform really well. But that'd be a hurdle I'll overcome when it comes to it, if it ever does. And team stats, of course, you already know, I showed you all them things, but the thing I like to look at is average attendance at the end of the year. So we have one of the lowest average attendance, which means we're going to produce one of the lowest income. It's only filling out 36.41% of our stadium, and our salary per annum is it's quite high actually. It's over $1 million. So normally when I look at this, it's quite low, but we actually spend quite a lot on wages. I'm not sure how that's going to do to us, because financially we're on a bit of a dip. We're actually 7k under, so we're in a bit of debt right now. Constantly having to pay off this bank loan for the stadium is annoying. I mean, really, I would have liked to have it a longer loan, shorter payments, but hey, I have to deal with it now. Last season we made a loss of 1.221 million, so I think a lot of that was from signings, and that is really poor for me. I should have watched that a bit more. I should have not have just thought, oh, I have a transfer budget, I can spend it, and but I think that's alright. I think financially we'll be okay. We should be stable. Anyway, if we can get promotion next season, we should be alright financially, because we should attract more fans, bring in a bit more money because of the higher level, a bit more TV rights, things like that, all that stuff, all that good stuff, all that good money stuff. So, yeah, I think that's it for now. Any activity in the boardroom? Actually, let's go on. Any like landmarks? Vice captain, 5-year contract, promoted to professional, moves to stadium, captain, vice captain. Actually, no real things here. So, yeah, guys, until next time, until our next season in League 2, well, hopefully, like I say, we can maybe push a bit further up the table. So until then, peace out.